Hello, beautiful souls. Good morning or good night to you. It is the middle of the night. You guys, we are getting close to the first day of spring, the first of the year, Aries season coming up. Gang, gang. I've got a couple of things to talk about, man. You have some karmics. Let me tell you something. First of all, the dream world. Spirit is giving all the tea, okay? You have to stay prayed up, okay? Read your Psalms, pray over your children, pray over your grandchildren, pray over your pets. You know, your prayer game has got to be, you got to amp it up, okay? Because some of you guys are getting so close to your breakthrough, and the people that you have cut off are literally, their energy is slowly dying off, like dying. Okay, they are in, what would you call it? I'm seeing like red alert, warning, because they can't use your energy anymore. So last night I had a dream, okay? I had a dream that I seen some people from my past, right? And one of the purposes for my past was crying to another, okay? Because these are people that you cut off, okay? I'm talking for the ones who had to cut off their past because Spirit led you to, okay? And you have let go and you forgave, but you cut off. Not only did you have to cut off, because if you let these people back in, you have ascended so far that the tower will come on you, okay? That their karma will fall on you. And a lot of them want to come and hide in your light to avoid the karma of the tower, but there's no stopping it. Even to the ones that are still hidden, because I'm still hearing there's a mole. There's a mole in the group that they're trying to keep a shadow where you don't pick it up, but everything's going to get exposed. Anyway, in the dream world, there was somebody in my dream who was crying to another. And because I cut off, this is my dream, because I don't have anything to do with them anymore, they're in highly addiction, and they was blaming their addiction on me because I won't have anything to do with them anymore. You know, with addiction, you know, you have to take accountability, you know, because me, you know, I used to be an addict, and I used to be, you know, addicted, if you watch my past videos, addicted to opiates. And you really have to shut that door, you know, and when you take accountability, you're the reason why, because of trauma that you've had, the reason why you're in addiction. Well, they was blaming me for it, okay? And as I was sleeping last night too, I listened to frequency, you guys. You guys need to check out certain frequencies to sleep too, like Dr. Virtual 7. You could just look up so many different frequencies. And I was listening to the Justice frequency, right? And it had this crackling sound like a fire in it, right? There's a reason why I'm getting at this point. And in my dream, as they're crying, and as they're done crying, they tell me that I need to go outside and get the clothes for a storm coming. And as I could see in the sky, there was this huge, I'm talking about humongous storm cloud that was like a storm that was coming that was going to be biblical. Huge, right? To get the clothes, and then I'm feeling something tickle my head. And I go to reach up on my head, and as I'm sleeping with the frequency sound, which has the crackling fire, there's like something digging in my scalp. So I go to reach up in my dream, and it was a big black widow. It was a huge spider on my head that was trying to make a cobweb. And as I go and I get terrified of it because I'm holding the spider, I go to look over, and there's a half human and half bird. And I was startled in the dream, but even though I knew I was protected, right? So I immediately, as I woke up, okay, I looked up the dream meaning, okay? Half human and half bird is something that a lot of people dream about. Oh, but I didn't finish this part either. And in my dream, after I saw the half human, half bird, I look over, there's a car on fire. It looked like the car went through a terrible car crash, and the car was on fire. Now, the car that I saw was somebody that I knew from the past, but I don't put out names here, okay? There's no need to. So as I look up, somebody tried to send some dark energy, and as well they're doing to you. But this is the big no-no. They're trying to block your blessings. Not only that, but they are literally doing something that I heard that they have been warned, and God is angry. Like you're about to get God's wrath, because they're trying to stop you from getting the communication from the Most High, which is literally like slapping God in the face. Yes, God is loving. He's very loving. But when you mess with His divine beings, His children, you do not do that. After you've been warned, when you are on your path, you cut people off, but you don't wish them any harm. You don't, you're minding your business. These people cannot stand the way you shine. But I'm hearing the more they do it, the more they ascend you. And then what's crazy is about it, after those, last night in the dream world, it was like my dreams got stronger. I was getting these, in my dreams, like I was going to these different places, not only trying to block you, but also too, a story for somebody else. You have a very jealous sister. Okay? Beautiful soul. I pray to whoever this message is for, it gets out to you. Even though they're trying to block, but I'm hearing God say, still post. Still keep posting. Okay? Because these people are being watched. Like, if you know, you know. Okay? But you have a very jealous sister. And in my dream, I saw my sister, one of my sisters in my dream, they were having a conversation with one of my old friends that I don't talk to anymore. Okay, the download I got from the dream was that you have a sister who literally told one of your friends who you don't speak to anymore. And this is also to the black sheep out there. If you've had friends that you just stopped talking to, they disappeared. I'm hearing your family told so many lies. This is one of the things that, this is for somebody, your sister apparently told one of your old friends that you do not speak to anymore that you had an affair with their boyfriend. Okay, not only that, what was one of the downloads also too I got, that you was abusive to your parents, you wasn't there before one of your parents passed away, that you was a prostitute, that you literally went and sold yourself for drugs, that you were having this, that your sister was having this conversation. Your sister is one of your biggest enemies who have told so many lies. And it also goes with the past video that I've done, that your sister and your ex was involved in trying to set you up for fraud. They're trying to do, your biggest enemy is your family, is what I'm hearing. This is for somebody who's already cut their family off, that they've hired a hitman, they've stolen an inheritance, or they had something to do with a life insurance policy. And there's a lot of divine beings, a lot of chosen ones with the same story, that they've had their inheritance stolen, stuff that people left them in wills they never got, and God is exposing these people. But what I'm hearing God say is you got to trust that He is moving all the pieces behind the scene. Another thing too, you're going to get a lot of these people trying to come back in your life, sending you friend requests to get in your energy. And also, well too, they're trying to get you to break your boundaries on the littlest things to open the door. Okay, I'm hearing the littlest things. They're going to send people in. I also heard that you have an ex that is down in the parking lot or down on your street watching you, your every move, and your ex is very angry that you're exposing these things. I'm hearing, it goes back to one of the videos I made, Star 80, if I'm going to go down, you're going to go down with me. Okay, but what I'm hearing as your spirit team is literally, you're not alone. You're not alone. Your spirit team is all around you. That God is literally, you have to literally trust the process, okay? You're about to go through an even higher awakening. Do not be afraid, I'm hearing. Do not be afraid. You're already seeing the orbs all throughout the day, all throughout the night. Yes, let them call you crazy. But what's so crazy, You've been exposing their truth. So what are they going to do? They want to make a false narrative about you. You standing in your power and you setting boundaries is setting the bar so high, and you just stay in your own lane. Pray over your children, I'm hearing, because they're trying to do spells on your children. They're trying to do spells on your grandchildren, pets, food poisoning. Food poisoning. They want to poison you. They want to make you sick. Prepare your own food. Buy your own food. I'm hearing pray over your food. You're so close that they're trying to do any and everything to stop you. They do not want to see you make it. And I'm also hearing too, something I heard, that there is going to be a crossover, a death of someone that's going to literally scare the shit out of everybody, because they're doing so much magic and they're being warned, but they're not stopping. You have somebody in your energy who's doing magic over you like clockwork, and it's not working, and it's angering them. And there's somebody watching you. I always feel like somebody's watching me. Another download that I want to talk about too, that I've gotten, 1109, 9/11, download that I gotten too. I keep seeing the movie End of Days, okay? I don't know if you've ever seen the movie The End of Days. And I've talked about this movie a long time, in one of my past videos a long time ago. That, I don't know if you've seen the movie, but apparently in the beginning of the movie, the higher ups saw when this chosen one was born by the stars in the sky. And this is the one that the devil wanted to make his wife. Okay, they know who you are. And they want to set you up for trauma so that you will never heal over your trauma. Like, put you through so much trauma, put you through so much karmic situations so you do not heal. But the thing is these higher ups know who you are. But the thing is, if you wake up and you sin so far that they know that if they touch you, that the wrath of God is going to come down, which you are protected. I'm seeing, like, I go back to the movie The Green Mile, okay? When they killed John Coffey, even though John Coffey wanted them to go ahead and put him in an electric chair and he wanted to die, they got karma. Like the guy, I don't remember the name of the character, which is Tom Hanks, he ended up getting karma for that. Like, he wouldn't die. Like, he watched all his loved ones die, you know, that if they even touch you, that they're going to get the wrath so bad. And some of them don't, you know, because not everybody up in the higher ups, I've said this a lot, does not want, or not bad people, that they do believe that there's limits. But they know that there's a few of you chosen ones out there that are literally like God's child. I know we're all God's children, not every one of us, but we're all God's children. But there's some, like, literally, like, if God was to have birth with a wife, like, you, once you are supposedly woken up, right, and you've healed, there's something how they can't touch you without the wrath. Meaning, for example, if something was to happen to you, there will be a massive earthquake all around the world. Okay? Like, you cannot be touched. You cannot be sacrificed because you've healed so much. Like, they try to do everything to get you to stop healing, but since you've healed to a certain level, they know that they can't touch you. Like they know they're better off helping you than if they would to touch you. Now, there are higher ups, and I'm getting this, that are helping you. You have hidden helpers, you know, who want to help you, that they know what's going on, because they know of a more of a blessing it would be to help you, you know, because you're so anointed. You're so dangerously anointed. Literally. Like, there's some of y'all are so dangerously anointed, you just cannot be touched. You know, some of y'all may think, why did I get put in the karmic family that I did? It was all part of the plan. It was all written. This is the lifetime where you're going to fulfill your destiny, baby. Trust the process, okay? And I'm also hearing, and I'll repeat it again, you're about to go through another massive awakening. To do not be afraid, that it's okay. Some of you guys are about to get these gifts that are going to be out of this world. Out of this world. And even when you come in to get with your soulmate, I'm also hearing that your soulmate is also a healing as well. You're helping your soulmate hit. And they're trying to do anything and everything to keep you two from coming together. But God, whatever God says, it goes. You can't stop God. And to not worry, don't worry, because you are so highly protected, my love. Okay, you are exactly where you're supposed to be. Exactly where you're supposed to be. To be patient. I know you're thinking, oh man, I've been patient, but you have to be patient, because God's going to know when the right time is to give you your blessings. But what I'm hearing is that before your big blessings coming, you're going to get, you're going to notice that, man, luck is on your side. Things are just going to be happening for you left and right. Things are going to be working out. Things have always worked out for you. Maybe not in certain ways that you would want it to, but they always have worked out for you. Okay, that you are covered. These people, they need your energy, and they're slowly dying off because they don't have your energy anymore. They're blaming you for their addictions. They're blaming you for their problems. But I'm hearing Spirit say they need to take accountability. They feel so vulnerable right now because they're being exposed. I literally saw in my dream these people crying and blaming you because you're not around anymore. That's the reason why they're getting high on drugs. It's to numb. But you have this. It's like you have to feel the pain to go through it. Sometimes Spirit will bring you back a memory to show you that it wasn't okay for people to treat you like that. And you know what I do? Like, I think the other day I thought about a time that I'm not even going to talk about what it was, but a time when I was 14 years old, and what happened to me, it wasn't right. And I used to carry like a shame for that, but it was what somebody had done to me. And what I did was I visualized myself at 14 years old, and I cried just for a second, okay, maybe 20 seconds or so. I cried, and I visualized myself at 14, and I gave myself, 14-year-old self, a big hug. And I told her that it wasn't okay that happened to you, but it's okay that you healed from that. And I gave her a big hug, and I told her how beautiful and how smart and how powerful she was, and I released her. I released her and let her go. Visualize yourself when bad things happen and let it go, because you have to feel that pain to get through that trauma. And a lot of people, they don't want to feel that pain. They want to numb themselves. It's just like the show I saw on Netflix. It was called Painkillers, and it was about the guys who invented Oxycontin. And he talked about, what does people want to do? They want to run from pain, and they want to go to pleasure. Run from pain and go to pleasure. You're never going to heal if you don't feel that pain. All that does is that pain, that trauma is going to be put in a jar, and it's going to explode. So you have to feel that pain. And it also goes back to a time, I remember it was like a year after my dad passed, right? And I went to a family reunion that was on my dad's side. And I was a couple of days sober, trying to get clean. It was like the second day. Okay, and I was trying to get clean, and when I got there to the family reunion, and I thought about the previous family reunion where he was there, and I was so heartbroken when my dad died. I'm telling you, it triggered something in me when he passed away. Like, I missed him so bad to where I had to leave, and I had to go numb myself and get high because I didn't want to feel that pain. But when I started going through my awakening, and when I was going through that ego death, and I was feeling all that pain that I bottled up for years for numbing. And I remember it felt like I was dying. And a lot of people will say, well, how long does the ego death, last, the dark night of soul? How long does that last? It's different for other people. I can't tell you that. But I remember for me, I had to lay there a month in bed, feeling like my body was being shredded apart, literally, from feeling all that pain, where I couldn't get out of bed. But that was from all the trauma, the years that God was stripping down and cutting those cords, off of me. And you have to feel that. And if you keep numbing it, then I'm sorry, but you're going to keep coming back here. You're going to keep bounded here until you heal from that. And you got to take accountability for your own self. You can't blame everything on everybody else. But a lot of hurtful things was done to you. And maybe you did carry that blame for what people have done to you. And you got to recognize that people hurt you. But you got to feel that to heal through that. People don't want to feel that pain. They don't. They don't want to take accountability. Well, you're just going to be stuck. You're going to be stuck. And I'm sorry, but now that, I don't get high anymore. It feels so good to be alive and not to be numb. It feels so good sitting outside, that sun on my face, and when the wind blows, it's like God kissing me on the face. It feels so good to hear, my grandchildren laugh and to be alive and hearing the birds chirp and not numb and, pulling myself out of people who were negative and done nothing but hurt me and spit on me and ignored me and just talked shit about me. Well, I removed myself from that. And I'm telling you what, when you remove yourself out of those people's energy and you used to feel like crap, and once you remove yourself, you realize that wasn't your energy. Those were the people projecting on you, and now they need you. They need your energy because they're slowly dying away. Some of them are on their deathbed, and they want you to come in to help heal them and save them, but you can't save them. Only God can save them. So don't feel bad for that. Because I'm hearing, you didn't hear the conversations. You didn't hear those things. You didn't hear how these people wished death upon you. How they rehearsed for your funeral before you even had a funeral. You wasn't even dead yet. And I'm hearing these people practice that phone call, when you... the phone call that they would get that you would pass away, or how they would cry at your funeral. Like, these people try to poison you, but you know how many times you survived through that poison? I'm hearing they did something with kidneys. They gave you something to eat. Your kidneys being, somebody had their kidneys was shut down, but you survived that. You were supposed to die. You were supposed to be a sacrifice for the devil, but the whole time the devil knew that you could not be sacrificed. So what's going to happen? These people are bound here, and they'll never ascend to the light until they heal. So you have to feel that pain. If you want to go within, you have to feel that pain. You have to. And you can't say, well, I'm just going to take myself out so I don't have to deal with it anymore. I'm sorry, you do that, you're going to come back another lifetime with even worse karmic lifetime until you get it right. Because God will make it much harder for you. God's tough love is like crazy, insane tough love, where you would think God hates you, but He don't. He's trying to get you to return to Him. These people have done a lot of things to hurt you, but they were warned, stop. And they notice the magic isn't happening, so they want to kill you off. But you cannot be taken out. You cannot. I just want you to realize, chosen one, how powerful you are, how beautiful you are, how smart you are, how you are this amazing person. Your gifts. Somebody has like the gift of peace, the gift of calm. No matter how much chaos is around and how you can stay calm. You're such a beautiful soul. You are. I'm speaking to somebody. Know your worth, baby. Know your worth. And I promise you, God is going to give you everything that you ask for. Make wishes. Send them out to the universe. Speak highly of yourself. Put those words out there. I promise you, things are going to come back so beautifully for you. I love you guys. Keep on ascending. Peace, love, and light. And you know how it goes, baby. 333. All journey long. Shout out to the Ascendant Masters. Mwah. Peace. I love you. I'm out. Baby.